So right now it's about 9 o'clock Saturday, January 16th. And here in PA, this is the second to last day of muzzleloader season. We can't hunt Sunday, but Monday the 18th is the last day. And I have not been seeing anything. So I'm going to go on like a little scouting operation here. Up there about the last 150 yards, 200 yards of this power line, we have snow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up in there. I'm going to go walk around and see if I can find any fresh sign, because the snow just fell last night. So that's about 1,200 yards up to the top. And if I find anything, I'll let you guys know. Alright, so I got up here about 900 yards from when I last talked to y'all. And this is right in the area where I figured I'd start seeing tracks. And right here I got a real small one. That's definitely from this year's. And then I got another one coming around the bank right in here. It's a little bigger. I'm guessing it's probably mom and son, mom and daughter, mom and a fawn, we'll say that. But that is all that I saw so far. Down any lower, there's not enough snow for them to leave tracks. I wasn't even leaving tracks walking up. So if I find any more tracks, I'll let you know. Alright, so I found my third set of tracks. And what I've been doing is I've been looking along this power line road. I'm not looking on it because the snow's really too hard on there for them to make tracks. But here in like the little fluffier stuff, they're going down, and this one's fresh, and it's pretty decent sized track. So it's either a young buck or a more mature doe. And they've obviously slid some, but the track is wider than the other two back there. So that means it was at least bigger. Alright, so if I find any more tracks, I'll fill y'all in. Also, this one, I am assuming that it went down the trail. But like I said, you can't see tracks on the trail there, so it's kind of hard to figure out where they're going once they hit it. But they were walking in the direction towards across. So I'm guessing they walked down and they cut across somewhere. Alright, so I came up here about another 75 yards from that last one. And I've came across another trail. And this one is fairly fresh. But they're not very defined. So, but there's still a trail beaten down, so I'm guessing that there was more than one in this group. And it's hard to tell how big they were. Looking at like this track here, it's average sized deer. And it also was going out onto the power line. All of these tracks have been coming off, we'll just say our side of the property, but it's up here where I'm at, it's all public. But that's on the side of the power line that we own somewhere, and it's all going across on the other side of the power line somewhere. So they must all be using the road and going up and across and the thick stuff. As you can tell, it's like 6 foot high stuff, so they go in there and bed down. And in rifle season, we had that stand back there. It's a pretty decent stand. Oh, and looking here, I just found another set of tracks. These ones are coming in. You can tell they slid some, and that's not super. It's a decent size actually. But these ones were coming in off the power line. So right in here seems to be a decent travel route for them. So this might be half an area that I might have to look at for Monday if I can't find somewhere else. I found one particularly odd track here, and it went the whole way across this little road here. And it just comes down here and it stops in that bush, and I got to look and I'm like, huh, that's a little field mouse tracks. It just came across from thick stuff right over there. It came just across here, and then I'm guessing it's right in here somewhere right now, because I don't see it getting anywhere else, but I just thought that was kind of cool. So right along this edge here, there's a trail. It looks like it goes from about here where I'm at, and it goes up in, and then it cuts out both ways, it looks like. And this is not very recent. It's obviously sometime after the snowfall today, because it's colder up here and higher elevations. The snow's been laying up here, so that could be anywhere. I'm saying that's over a week, maybe even 2 weeks old sign there. So they've not been a lot traveling up this high lately, as of this morning. Anyhow, so right there's the top, so I just about got up there, and I'll give a little view up there when I get up there. Alright everyone, sorry for the wind noise here, but I just got up here to the top, and I just wanted to show y'all this view that I love to come up and see. You can just see for miles and miles. This is why I love hunting right here. Sorry, the wind noise is a little worse from this side, but this side also has some really pretty view too. And when there's snow on the ground, it really just makes it look really good. I just walk up here a lot, not even to hunt, but just to look at how good it looks up here. One of God's last creations that aren't as touched as other places on earth. So I just got in here off the power line. Started just looking down over the backside a little bit, and I spot this trail right there. This is a couple weeks old, because this is when the snow was all frozen. So they made big indents walking the whole way out. It goes the whole way out and through there. The whole way out, probably onto the guy's land that ends out there. Way past here, probably 800 yards. So I just found some fresher tracks. They're still not super fresh, but they're definitely a small fawn from this year. Alright, finally we got some new tracks right there. Rolling through there, that's all. I'm assuming that's all the same deer. That's just a real small one, but I'm guessing from the wee hours this morning, right after the snow fell, is when that deer came in through here. Well, I found the first place there's deer is right there's a bed from last night. Right over there, about 10 yards away, is a bed from last night. Then in here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. We'll go in here and take a look. Right there's a fresh trail coming right out and through there. We're gonna take. Yeah, all these beds are fresh. There's actually still just a wee bit of heat in them, not much at all. But yeah, these are definitely fresh. What they all look like. Looks like some go down over the bank, and some went back over this way where I came from. So so at least we know there's deer in here now. There's a couple. That's a okay sized bed, and that one's an okay sized bed, but the other ones are all pretty small. Right here's another little something cool. Right there's some tracks. Then it goes up to this log, and you can see right where the deer have been going over, and they've been like dragging their stomach and stuff on it. So that's a pretty cool, pretty neat find there. So I'm a few hundred yards off the power line now, and I stumbled into a few sets of tracks. I'm probably 150 yards past them bedding sites, maybe 200 now. And there's just some tracks to get the whole way out and through there. And right there's another set right over there. And these are obviously fresh. These are from this morning. Just a couple, not very big. No, they're probably small last year's deer, I'm guessing. But there's nothing that looks to be ginormous in here so far. So I just came up on some more fresh beds. One there, and then second one there, third one there, and a fourth one there. And as I was walking down to him, I jumped up. I saw at least 3. So I'm coming down here and looking at these beds. I'm assuming that there's a 4th. So I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, look right there. Look there. That's some hanger. Just got caught on that rock a little bit. Whoops. Didn't mean to zoom in there. Got caught on that rock and it must just have fell out or something. You can see them tracks. These deer were, all 3 of these deer were small. Right there they are, down in there. Right, oh, there's a whole bunch of them. There's probably 4 or 5. Right down there, I just jumped them again. They're heading straight down to where I like. I thought they were more to my right, more to my left than what they were. So if they only ran that far, they still didn't jump hard. So I'm gonna get down in there. Oh, right there goes another one. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them in there. I don't know if you can pick them out on camera or not, but there's a whole, oh, there's more. Holy crap. There's probably a good 7 down in there. I'm gonna try to ease on down in there. And I'm gonna see if there's any nice ones that I want to shoot at. Alright, so I believe I jumped some of them a 3rd time. And then some of the other ones might still been running from the 2nd time I jumped them. But if I was really worried about killing them, which I didn't see any big ones in there at all out of that group. I'm guessing there was like 7. But I didn't see any big ones at all. But what you'd want to do, if you're really focusing on trying to kill one, is going a few hundred, probably 200 or 300 yards to either left or right, and then going straight down and then swinging back out where you think they'll be headed. That is where you need to know your land that you're hunting. If you know your land and you know how the deer move on it, and like how they get jumped from doing other drives and stuff, that's just some of the stuff you need to know, like the knowledge of how deer travel across the property or land that you're hunting could really benefit you. Like in the situation I'm in, I know that the deer are going to go down, and they're usually going to veer off to the right and cut straight down. So what you'd want to do is, in that case, you're going to want to swing out to the right like 300 yards, go down there probably 500, 600, 700 yards, and then you just hope that they keep pushing down and through there. But I'm going to keep walking straight down over, because that's back where our camp is, and it's starting to get later in the morning, and I don't have any water, and I'm starting to get thirsty. I would like to give a big shout out to the Hunting Pennsylvania Clues group for letting us promote our new channel and our growing channel. So thank you to the Pennsylvania Hunting Clues group. If you're from PA and you're not in this group, join it. There's a lot of interesting things you'll see every day.